Hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back for some more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we took on that house over there on that Route 111, and then we continued through here and showed off some of the new Pokemon that you can find on this route. And in this episode, before we start off, I wanted to also mention that you can find Geodudes in rocks if you use Rock Smash on the rocks. It's just sometimes, it's not always. And also how Machamp can evolve into Machoke, and then from that point forward, you can get Machamp only by trading it with somebody. Because when you trade it, that's how it evolves. It's kind of like Kadabra. When you trade it, it evolves into Alakazam. But in this case, it's with Machoke. If you trade it, it evolves into Machamp. Very, very, very strong Pokemon. If you can get your hands on it, I would also recommend it. Okay, let's go through this cave. Let me put up some repels.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that puff of smoke and the way it was shaped for a moment, the first thing that went through my mind was Mega Stone? and then I did what it was.
Oh, I have only one repel. Interesting.
You didn't buy any.
No. But this one should be enough. It's just for this cave. There is a strength rock over there off to the left, but we can't use that just because we have not fought the next gym leader. See if I can skip past these two. Turn! Thank you.
Well, I thought you were gonna be forced to fight them.
I'm gonna try not to fight more trainers right now, just because.
One of my favorite NPCs is here. There she is.
Oh yeah, she's over here. Let's talk to you. What's that? What am I doing? I'm thinking about making my own room here using a Pokemon room. I know. I'll give you this TM. Will you use it to make your own room? Yeah, sure. TM43. I think this is either secret power or hidden power. Find a tree that looks like it might drop from vines. Use secret power. There we go. Secret power in front of trees. And some vines should get free and drop down so you can climb. You'll find a lot of space for putting your favorite things. It'll be your own secret room, a secret base. You should make one too. Another thing, you don't always have to make your secret base in a tree. Try using secret power on rock walls that have small indents in them. I'm going to look for other places too. Okay, bye. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, this is a NPC that is actually given a proper sprite. And also, the way that secret power works is, depending on, it may just be random whenever you catch Pokemon. You may know a bit more about this, but secret power is a move that can be one of any of the typings in the game. So you could have a Pokemon that has an ice type move, but it may be a fire type. Or maybe you could have a dark type that has psychic type move. Or something like that.
Aren't you thinking about hidden power?
Is this hidden power? Secret power, that's what it is.
But I'm pretty sure there's one called hidden power, which is the one you're describing.
Oh, okay, then yeah, my bad.
The description, I just said it right there, that one depends on location.
Okay, my bad, then I was talking about another move then. So ignore my whole rant. That one's for the move hidden power.
Yeah.
Here, if you have a Mach Bike, you can go up this muddy track thing.
But you can't, so therefore, because your bike is inferior and you won't be able to fight the trainer up there.
I'm not gonna fight the trainer. I'm probably gonna save him for later on. That way I can level up my my other team members.
I love this NPC. Granny!
First, we're gonna talk to the TV.
I just want to see your interview.
Yeah, I think this is you, because Gabby's the one with the mic.
But I don't know, it says in search of trainers, all it says right now.
Oh, you know what? This may also be a reporter from the studio. So this may also be me.
I don't know, it doesn't say, it's a thing.
Okay, I'll just do it. In search of trainers. Okay, now it's you.
Hi, today I'm visiting an area near Route 111. We're trying to spot some up-and-coming new talents in the field. Today we turned our lens on the trainers. Bob, there's something about the trainer that piqued our interest. The best way to determine how strong a trainer is, well, the fastest way is to battle, and so we began our investigation. That's how we ended up in a battle with Bob. In a dominating performance, we were flattened, rolled up, and then tossed aside. Bob is ruthlessly strong. Here's our impressions after having battled our featured trainer. I was confident in myself as a result of our encounter.
Ooh.
We were beaten before we could launch a single attack. Oh. In spite of that, Bob's battles are worth seeing. I recommend confident trainers to challenge Bob. During our battle, we asked Bob for
I don't know what that word is.
I don't know what it says. We asked Bob for a summary.
A succulent summary or something like that.
I don't know. The trainer replied, "Adore." Bob's Pokemon Nuzleaf and Marshtomp. And Adore. That's deep. There's deep significance behind that quote.
Yeah.
Still surprised a good trainer has good things to say. That's all for today. See you again on our next broadcast.
Now,
Across the ocean.
this old woman, she will heal you every time you talk to her. But the only downside is she will continuously heal her unless you tell her no to her offer.
This is crap. I love her.
One time when I was child, I spent like a good few, like maybe 5 minutes, maybe thinking that like her dialogue would change or like something good would happen. But no, all she does is offer you to rest at her house again, over and over, and she refuses to stop.
She really wants you to rest. You know, you deserve rest. You're so young, you know. Oh dear. Aren't your Pokemon exhausted? If you like, rest up here. That's a fine idea. You should do that. I'm sorry, I lost it.
You good now?
I'm good. That's right. Take your time and rest up.
That's what these voices do to you. Sometimes they sort of scratch your throat.
Oh dear, your Pokemon's still tired. You should take another rest here. That's a fine idea. You should do that.
No.
I just kind of lost it. I started laughing. Is that so? You don't need to be shy about it. For a second, I thought I wasn't holding control, but it's like, hold on, no, I'm on there. Don't make me think I didn't read it.
Here's some more berries if you want them. I think these are new. These are raspberries. I don't know what they do. I think they're for Pokeblocks later on, which I'll go into detail on once we get to Lily Cove, I think.
I was gonna do either one of two things. It's going to be my guess. They they lower a stat, or like raise friendliness, or they protect you against ice.
Let me go ahead and make sure. They're for Pokeblocks. I was right.
So it's just that. It doesn't do anything else. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Pokeblocks are something that that we're gonna get into later. Right now, we can't really go into detail. Also, here, this is a mechanic that is only in Gen 3 and in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Here,
it's snowing.
It is not snowing. This is the complete opposite. This is dangerous for you. Do not go into ashy areas where there is volcanoes erupting.
It's snowing.
This is ash falling from the sky because of active volcanoes, because we're right above one.
Everyone decided they finally had enough of him, so they threw him in the air and then he fell back down.
Here, the new Pokemon you can find on this route are Sandshrew, Skarmory, and Spinda. Now, this is something I've been waiting to get into details about this. So, Spinda is one of the only Pokemon in general that is very, very special. There are no two Spindas that are alike. Here is how many Spinda patterns there are, because you will never have the exact same Spinda patterns. In total, the Spinda patterns are 4.2 billion different types of patterns that you could have for a Spinda.
No. You're not joking?
No. Well, it's technically wrong, but still the correct answer is still crazy. So, the answer, the one that it says that it's supposed to be in the game is 4.2 billion. That's just putting the rough estimate there. But the correct amount of Spinda patterns that there are is 3,945,136,128 patterns. So there is almost no way you are getting the same Spinda as somebody else. If you do, that is beyond crazy luck, because the chances of getting a shiny Pokemon are like 1 in 8,192. Spinda patterns, if you get one that is exactly the same as somebody else, that is basically 1 in 3.9 billion% chance.
Oh shit, I just realized, I think that means there's more Spinda patterns than like your chance of getting like Pokerus.
Probably. Pokerus is something else that we're probably never going to get into in this game. Just because,
I can briefly touch on it.
Yeah.
Pokerus is I wouldn't call it a disease, but it's like a sort of like, it's a mutation that can occur in Pokemon. The chances of you getting it are very, very low. I want to say somewhere it's like 2 million or something like that a Pokemon will randomly get Pokerus. And what Pokerus does is basically just allows a Pokemon to grow faster via leveling up or like EVs, IVs, stuff like that. So getting a Pokemon with Pokerus is very good.
Yeah. Now, the way that Pokerus also works is your Pokemon will only get it once. Afterwards, it will be cured of Pokerus, and it will never have it again. However, Pokerus is something that can be spread amongst the Pokemon in your party, or if you trade it with somebody else, the Pokemon that they also have could also get Pokerus. So, it is a really, really, really good idea that you put a Pokemon with Pokerus on your team. That way, when you battle with other trainers in general, other Pokemon in your party can get Pokerus, which will also increase like your stats in general.
Have you ever gotten Pokerus on a Pokemon?
I think only once.
I think I did too. And I actually want to say it was in this game. Actually, that's the whole not this game, but like Oris.
Ooh, interesting. I think I got mine also in Oris. Yeah, because I spent tons of time in Oris. I think. Okay, when I was playing through Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I basically completed the Pokédex twice, which is like 718 Pokemon, I think. Just because once I was extremely close to completing it and I lost my copy at a convention. I was like super, super heartbroken. And then Garana over here lent me her copy of, or no, not even lent me, she gave me her copy of Alpha Sapphire. And I was extremely happy and completed the decks there as well. So I have tons of hours invested into that game.
I happen to have 2 copies, and I just said, "Here, Bob, you want one of mine?"
Yeah, she's by far my best friend. Also, this guy, this is only in Gen 3. This is only something that you can do in Gen 3 and no other games, aside from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire as well. This area is covered in volcanic ash. Actually, you know what? I don't know, because I haven't played Gen 4 or Gen 5. I'm sure that it's not in Gen 6, but I'm not sure about Gen 4 and Gen 5. This area is covered in volcanic ash, Hufflepuff. I'm specially gifted, Hufflepuff. I make glass out of volcanic ash and make items, Hufflepuff. Go collect ashes with this, Hufflepuff. He gives us the suit sack. Just take the suit sack and walk through piles of ash, Hufflepuff, and it will fill up with volcanic ash, Hufflepuff. Once you think you've collected a good amount, come see me, Hufflepuff. So, what he will do is, if you collect a lot of soot from this area, he can make one of 5 items, which is the black flute, the blue flute, the red flute, the white flute, and the yellow flute. The black flute reduces wild Pokemon encounters and increases the level of wild Pokemon in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So in Gen 3 through 5, it reduces wild Pokemon encounters. The blue flute makes it so it wakes up Pokemon that's sleeping. So it's really, really good if you have a Pokemon on your team that's sleeping. The red flute snaps a Pokemon out of infatuation, which is if a Pokemon uses Attract on you, you can use that to remove infatuation. The white flute increases wild Pokemon encounters in Gen 3 and 5, or Gen 3 and 4, my bad. And in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, it decreases the level of wild Pokemon. And the yellow flute snaps Pokemon out of confusion. So these flutes are very, very helpful if you want to get them. That way you don't have to just keep using items on them. I don't know if these flutes are just one-time uses. I want to say they're not. So these are very, very good if you want to use them, or if you want to get them. He has a price on these, I think, though. So I think it's like, I don't know how many it is. I think maybe it's like 1,000 to like 7,000 or so. Suit that you have to have. It's somewhere in between there for all of the Pokeflutes. But yeah, they're very, very helpful. If you want to get them, go ahead. By all means, they would make the game easier for you. Turn around. Thank you. There's an item up here. It's double team. This is very good. It's very good TM. It makes it so you're what's it called? You're it makes it
again?
Double team.
Evasiveness.
Yeah, it increases your evasiveness. That way, it's harder for people to attack you. One more Pokemon I forgot to talk about: Slugma. Incredibly slow.
I got lost. Did we say Skarmory was on this route?
Yeah, Skarmory is on this route. It is a steel flying type. Fantastic typing. I recommend it.
I got lost for like when you started talking about the flutes. I'm like paying attention, and then I realized.
Along with the Spinda talk and with the flute talk, yeah, it's a lot to take in. But yeah, by far this route's pretty interesting. Slugma's awful Pokemon. Very, very slow. We already talked about it when we were fighting May. It's a fire type. I think it gets rock typing afterwards, so it gets way more weaknesses. Do not get this Pokemon. It's super slow. By the time you send it out, you're probably not going to be able to get a chance to attack. There's an item down here somewhere, I think. Here it is. The Hyper Potion, really, really good. It heals 200 HP.
They used to do 200 HP. I missed those days.
Yeah. Very, very good healing items, so go ahead and get it. Now that we're here in Fallarbor Town, there's a battle tent here. This guy, he's what you want that heart skill for. He is the move tutor. Any move that you have learned from your previous battle or from leveling up in general, he can teach it to you on your Pokemon. And he needs a heart skill for each time you do it, though. So he can teach a move to a Pokemon of yours. I'll do it for 1 heart skill. Yeah, let's see if we can teach anything to any of our party members, like maybe Brunch or something. Pound, Harden, Growth, Fake Out. Fake Out! Ooh, I'm teaching Fake Out to Nuzleaf.
That's really good.
Yes.
Do it.
Fake Out is basically... Okay, it already has the description up there, my bad. You go first no matter what, I think, unless the other Pokemon uses like something like what is it? There's a move that makes it so whenever a Pokemon attacks, you attack first.
I think Protect is first. Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch.
But I actually don't know if Sucker Punch beats Fake Out.
It might. We'll have to look into it later. But yeah, Fake Out makes it so you go first no matter what, and it makes it so they flinch no matter what as well. And it's just really good. You get a free attack basically right there. It's very, very helpful. I'm gonna get rid of Nature Power. I wish I could get rid of Flash, but I mean, what can you do? I thought I was being helpful by teaching it to him for Brawly, but oh well. If your Pokemon needs to learn a move, come back with a heart skill. Yeah, this guy is very, very helpful, especially when you use the move Deleter, which is in Lily Cove, which I can get into detail way later on. But I mean, his name is pretty like suggestive. It's basically he deletes moves. But yeah, now that we're done here, I think maybe there's an item in this crater. Yes, there is. There's a nugget. You can sell these bad boys for I think like 5,000 Poké-Dollars. Gives you a lot of good money here. After this, we're probably going to go over to the route off to the right. And there's also one more house that we can go to before ending off the episode. There we go. 5,000 Poké-Dollars. Let's see. I think that's everything we're going to sell. Do you have anything good? Great Balls, Super Potions, Antidotes, all the same stuff. I may just stock up on more Super Potions. And more, Repels. There we go. I couldn't think of it. Super Repels. Go with like 7 or so. Okay.
Remember when I was just stocked up in Mac Repels?
Yeah, you did not want to fight anything for some reason.
I already had a full team, and I was like, well, I don't need it anymore. I don't need to run into Pokemon. That and the fact that if I ran into like a Shuppet by chance, I would be like, I have to ditch one of my Pokemon for this thing now.
This is the dig house. My big brother is the fossil. Oh, I don't know if this is a girl. I think this is a girl, maybe.
I guess I can read it, the small child voice.
Yeah.
My big brother's the fossil maniac. He's a nice guy who loves fossils. He loves digging holes too. He does this hole by himself. You can have this so you can dig holes just like my big I'm sorry. I don't know how family friendly this channel's supposed to be.
Oh my god. They're probably not at all. I'm the fossil maniac. I'm a nice guy who loves fossils. You want a fossil? The fossils around these parts are all belong to me, none for you. If you can't bear to go without a fossil, look in the desert where there are boulders and sand that may hide fossils. Foreshadowing for a party member. But yeah, a dig is a
No, I know what the party member now. It's a dinosaur. We're going back in time.
Not entirely a dinosaur, but yeah. Dig is a 2-turn move, which is on the first turn you go into the ground, you burrow down, and in the second turn you do 80 power. I think it's 80 power. It's an 80 power ground type move. I don't want to click on it. But yeah, it's a really good ground type move. However, there are better ground type moves that you can get later on. Do not waste this TM. If you teach this TM to a Pokemon on your team, or to a Pokemon that you just have randomly, and that you discard later, please keep this TM. If you want something that is kind of rare in this game, please keep this TM no matter what. One more TM that you can get right off the bat from this guy. All my Pokemon does is roar. No one dares to come near me. If you would please take this TM away. This is the TM Roar. It makes it so either A, when you're in a random Pokemon battle against a random Pokemon, it makes it so a Pokemon just runs away. And you run away immediately from a battle, basically. Or, when you're in a battle against a trainer, it makes it so they swap Pokemon instantly.
Did you mention one of the like extra things that like Dig does?
Yes! Oh wait, thank you for reminding me. Dig makes it so you can get out of any dungeon immediately. So it's very helpful if you want to get out. It's basically like a free escape rope. Is there anything else that Dig can do that you want to go into detail?
No, that was like referring to.
Okay. But yeah, now that we're done with this, we're going to continue through this route. I may save some of these trainers for when we level up our other party members. But yeah, until next time, see you all then.